I am an ex.
In the world of daytime television, few names shine as brightly and controversially as Wendy Williams. Her journey from a small-town girl with big dreams to a media mogul has been filled with highs and lows, triumphs and trials.
I spent 10 years sneaking and doing and lying and betraying. And
Wendy Williams has faced some challenges in her career. She's had disagreements with other celebrities, which made it tough for her to keep going in show business. But she's a strong person and has pushed through hard times.
I feel like the Guardian has not done a good job at protecting my mom. As long as she has people around who are yes people, I know that she's not getting the help that she needs.
Recently, it has come to light that her health has started to decline and her family is getting ready for the worst.
As her family, we were all sitting on the sidelines watching, and she was crying out for help.
Did you drink this whole thing today?
Keep it there.
Okay.
Keep it there.
Wendy Williams became famous for being on the radio, working really hard to get to the top. People started to know her for her gossip, which sometimes made famous people mad. But her radio station kept supporting her. She won a lot of awards and became really popular in New York. But then she started having problems. She got married to someone named Bert Girigori, but they split up after just a few months. They got divorced less than 2 years later. During this time, Wendy faced a tough battle with addiction while she continued to succeed in entertainment. Sadly, this addiction persisted for a while. Her image shifted more towards gossip, and she relied on her relationships with celebrities to get inside scoop. However, many folks found fault with her approach, saying she fueled homophobia in entertainment, especially in rap. She often used offensive language and suggested the S-orientation of closeted gay rappers. In the late 1990s, Wendy married Morocco Omari and sadly experienced 2 miscarriages. What's notable is that she openly discussed her struggles with pregnancy on the air, even though it was a sensitive topic with a lot of stigma attached back then. In her biopic, Wendy Williams the Movie, there's a scene where she talks with a doctor about it. She said, "I've seen 4 different doctors. I've blamed myself, my husband, the abortion I had in my early 20s. I mean, I regretted every time I smoked a joint or took a drink. And now you're telling me that it's just as simple as, I just need to lie down." Afterward, Wendy launched her talk show, The Wendy Williams Show, where she interviewed celebrity guests. However, she faced criticism for some of the discussions on her show. For instance, she was accused of doubting and blaming musician Kesha when Kesha came forward with allegations of A&R. However, behind the scenes, Wendy faced personal challenges, including a battle with addiction. These struggles were met with the same forthrightness that characterized her public persona. Her openness about these issues endeared her to many, even as her public feuds continued to make headlines, illustrating the complex interplay between her personal life and public image. Recently, Wendy's vibrant career has been overshadowed by her health struggles, including a diagnosis that has left her and her family facing an uncertain future. In 2017, Wendy's health started to decline. She fainted on air, sparking a lot of speculation. It was then that she disclosed she had been diagnosed with Graves' disease and hyperthyroidism 20 years earlier, but she hadn't talked about it publicly until her health problems became noticeable. She had to take a few breaks from her work to focus on her health.
So it was a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our first caress.
Wendy's personal life took another hit when her husband, Kevin Hunter, cheated on her and had a child with someone else. They ended up getting a divorce.
You know, infidelity is one thing. A full baby is a whole nother topic.
By then, the public wasn't as forgiving about Wendy's controversial statements, including some that were homophobic. Her show ended in 2021, with her health problems cited as the reason. Just a year later, Wendy found herself under a special guardianship arrangement with the identity of her guardian kept secret. Her bank froze her assets over concerns for her well-being, sparking rumors that she might be taken advantage of. Wendy's family spoke out, saying they were kept at a distance from her, especially as a documentary about her life started filming. Just before the documentary release, Wendy's team confirmed she had been diagnosed with aphasia and dementia. Her speech started to become difficult, and her behavior raised concern. Specifics about her current health condition remain largely unknown, but even her family acknowledged that something was amiss. Wendy Williams's family has spoken up about her dementia diagnosis. Her son, Kevin Hunter Jr., revealed that doctors believe her cognitive issues are linked to her battles with alcohol addiction. He shared during the February 25 episode of the Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?, that her medical team suggested her heavy drinking was impacting her mental state and brain function. Kevin said, "So, I think they said it was alcohol-induced dementia." The disclosure followed shortly after Wendy's team publicly announced that she had received a diagnosis of primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. These are neurological conditions that impact a person's language processing, behavior, and cognitive abilities. Recently, Wendy's team revealed that the conditions, which actor Bruce Willis is also dealing with, have already posed significant challenges in Wendy's life. Her team said, "The decision to share this news was difficult and made after careful consideration, not only to advocate for understanding and compassion for Wendy, but to raise awareness about aphasia and frontotemporal dementia and support the thousands of others facing similar circumstances." However, they also shared that Wendy maintains her trademark sense of humor and is receiving the care she requires to make sure she is protected and that her needs are addressed. In the past, Williams has been candid about her battles with addiction. In 2019, she disclosed that she was residing in a sober home. She said, "I want you to know more of the story," she said at the time, adding that she was working with a 24-hour sober coach. "So, this is my autobiographical story, and I'm living it." 3 years later, Wendy stayed at a wellness center for 2 months and then got more treatment at home from professionals. The talk show host mentioned that she was also going to meetings to get support for her addiction. She said, "After I go to Pilates and go to several meetings all around town in the tri-state area, I see my brothers and sisters caught up in their addiction and looking for help," she said. "They don't know I'm Wendy. They don't care I'm Wendy. It's the brothers and sisters caught up in the struggle. It's been really interesting, this ride." During that time, Wendy's marriage was breaking down because her husband, Hunter, was reportedly having an affair with Sharina Hudson. Sources verified that Hudson had a baby with Hunter while Wendy was in the sober facility. The stress of the situation overwhelmed Wendy, and she started drinking again. She ended up in the hospital after getting drunk and needed an IV to sober up. Following these events, Wendy filed for divorce from Hunter in April 2019, ending their nearly 22-year marriage. Later, her health deteriorated further when Williams's lymphedema became public when paparazzi photos showed her with swollen ankles in 2019. The Mayo Clinic explains that lymphedema happens when there's a blockage in the lymphatic system, which is part of the immune and circulatory system. She said she was getting treatment and bought a machine to use at home to help with the symptoms. Over time, her condition got worse. In 2022, she shared that she had maybe 5% feeling left in her feet because of her battle with lymphedema. During the 12th season of her talk show in September 2020, Williams shocked viewers by revealing her significant 25-pound weight loss. She confessed that she had lost her appetite, which contributed to her slimmed-down appearance. She reported, "Food became disgusting to me. I was cooking at first, and it was all good. I was shoveling stuff in my mouth." In September 2021, Wendy Williams entered a wellness center in Miami. A year later, she returned to rehab for problems with substance A.
There's nothing worse than doing and was my choice of.
Facing challenges in maintaining sobriety, she was not part of the 2021-2022 season of her show, which concluded in June 2022 after airing for 13 years. During that same year, a court-ordered guardianship was established for her as she was deemed an incapacitated person. Her struggles with mental and physical health were documented and featured in her Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?, released in February 2024. The response to Wendy's health issues has been a testament to her impact. Statements from her son and niece have painted a picture of a family united in support, while the public's reaction underscores the deep connection Wendy has forged with her audience. This outpouring of support reflects the complex relationship between public figures and the communities they touch.
It was hard at first as a family member to grasp, Wendy, why do you want to do this? You know, you have clearly some health issues that still need to be addressed, a long road ahead of you.
During Wendy's career as her platform grew, so did her influence and the controversies that accompanied it. Her candid discussions on celebrity lives made her a household name, but not without backlash. Williams navigated these waters with a mix of humor and honesty, earning both admiration and criticism. Her feuds with celebrities became as much a part of her legacy as her achievements, showcasing her unwavering commitment to speaking her mind. Throughout Williams' media career, she's been known as the queen of entertainment news and gossip, never afraid to speak up about celebrity rumors. She attempted to sound the alarm about Combs, and her ongoing feud with the music mogul might have led to setbacks in her career. Williams and Combs have a lengthy and often tense relationship. Williams started working at New York City's Hot 97 radio station in 1994. Around that time, Combs' Bad Boy record label, launched in 1993 in partnership with Arista Records, was gaining attention with famous artists who were frequently played on the radio. On an episode of her radio show, The Wendy Williams Experience, which aired in 2009, Wendy Williams shared a story about an incident involving Sean Combs. She claimed that Combs had allegedly instructed members of Total, an all-female R&B trio, to confront her during her time working at Hot 97. Williams recalled, "I got off the air one day. Them Total B were downstairs, and everybody upstairs at the radio station was looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down." During the 2022 interview, Burroughs discussed the East Coast-West Coast feud between Bad Boy and Death Row Records in the 1990s and Wendy Williams' role in it. Burroughs alleged that Sean Combs' young son and the child's mother, Misa Hilton, were paid to be photographed with Combs' rival, Suge Knight. Burroughs said, "It got back to the East that Misa was there in the office, and that Suge was meeting Justin Combs and possibly holding him in his arms, and that there was a photographer taking a picture. That wasn't the picture we needed to see on our end, or that we wanted the world to see, at all." The situation got intense when Williams caught wind of the photo and teased that she had significant news to share on her syndicated radio show. The Bad Boys team had to step in to stop the photo from circulating to the public. Later, Williams speculated that Combs might have been involved in activities with other men. She claimed to have received a photo of a man allegedly pulling Combs' shorts down while he was on vacation in Cancun. In a 2022 interview with Art of Dialogue, Combs' former bodyguard Gene Deal asserted that Combs had Williams fired from her job at Hot 97 before she could discuss the photo on the air. He said, "The power Combs had with the radio stations in New York. Motherfuckers didn't breathe hard if Combs didn't want them to. Combs got one of the hottest DJs off Hot 97 because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down." Combs told Hot 97 if they didn't get rid of her before he got back in New York, that they was not going to get any music from any of his friends, any of the record label's executives that was cool with him. Everyone was going to boycott their station. He also recalled Wendy Williams getting fired. He said, "We was out in LA for about 3 days," Deal added. "Before we landed back in New York, Wendy Williams was in the radio station in Philly. It was over for her. She was fired." What's particularly notable now is when Williams implied on her TV talk show in 2015 that Combs may have shown signs of controlling behavior during his temporary split with his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. In her show, Wendy stated, "My thing about when you date a mogul, it's a really difficult thing to avoid them because if you use your head, you never know when they'll pop up on the scene. He can hire a plane right now, land on the roof of the hotel she's staying, pay people off at the front desk, give me a key and let me up in her room." Today, many of these allegations appear to hold weight, as several lawsuits have been filed against Mr. Combs, including the one by Cassie Ventura. Wendy had previously speculated about their relationship falling apart, which now seems to be the case. However, it's not just Diddy that Wendy has feud with. Williams got into a very intense argument with Blac Chyna, Beyoncé, Ariana Grande, and many other celebrities. Wendy Williams got into a feud with Blac Chyna. During her show, she criticized Rob Kardashian for giving up and dating the model, whom she described as comes from the world of the stripper pole. She continued to accuse Chyna of taking full advantage of Rob and his family's status for financial gain. China responded the following day, defending her love for Rob and expressing strong criticism towards Williams. She said, "Wendy B, you're cruising," she wrote on Instagram. "Honestly, truly, you go out there talking about my family like you just hit the pipe backstage." She further said, "When I decided to do this show, I knew I would be letting the world see us. But your horseface A woke up on the wrong side of the stable and decide to go overboard with your F-boy comments. B feud, P Bodie AH. During Wendy's career, many celebrities share similarly negative sentiments towards the Robin China star. The talk show host sparked major backlash from the Bayhive when she criticized Queen B twice. In 2012, she talked about Beyoncé's documentary, questioning the singer's communication skills. Williams told her audience, "I am a Beyoncé fan. I'm going to be watching this documentary even if she doesn't introduce us to new stuff. I'm watching because fortunately one of the TVs in our kitchen has closed captioning, so I'll be able to understand what she says. You know Beyoncé can't talk. Beyoncé sounds like she has a 5th grade education. She can't talk." She also took aim at Beyoncé's Lemonade album, accusing her of manipulating the media to boost album sales. She even suggested that Beyoncé and Jay-Z paid Rachel Roy to be involved in their drama. Williams faced backlash from the 23-year-old's fans after appearing to criticize her body in 2015. Williams said, "She's 21, she'll forever look 12. And I don't mean that in a good way. It's nice to look younger than you are, but when you look too young and then you're short, she's only like 4'11". I don't look at her as, like, a woman." The remarks stirred controversy as Williams appeared to body shame Grande. The hashtag #CancelWendyWilliams trended on Twitter as Grande's fans united to demand the show be removed from the air. She also had a heated argument with Lil Kim. Despite her small stature, Lil Kim is not one to be trifled with, unless you're Wendy Williams. In 2013, the talk show host made jokes about the rapper's, well, changed appearance, stating, "Do you want to talk about Lil Kim and that face of hers? It's filled so tight now, Kim. It looks like a pin would just pop you." Kim responded angrily on Twitter, calling her a hating bee, and even insinuated that she had a romantic involvement with Biggie. Lil Kim tweeted, Wendy Williams, stop hating on me because you K and he didn't want nothing to do with you after that," she wrote, adding, Wendy Williams, it's time for the world to know the real. I'm not playing with you no more. Let's get it." While Wendy has had feuds with many celebrities in the industry, with some even calling for her to be canceled and sidelined from Hollywood, many fans still admire her for her honesty and fearlessness in speaking the truth. Reflecting on Wendy Williams's legacy, it's clear that her impact extends beyond the controversies and headlines. Her resilience in the face of personal and professional challenges, her pioneering role in media, and her unwavering commitment to authenticity have left an indelible mark on the industry and her audience alike. Wendy Williams' journey is a poignant reminder of the power of resilience, the price of fame, and the strength required to face life's most daunting challenges. As she battles health issues, the legacy she's built, a blend of controversy, compassion, and undeniable talent, stands as a testament to a remarkable career and a life lived unapologetically on her own terms. While Wendy Williams and her family continue to face challenges, fans hope and pray for her to regain her health and return to entertaining them like she did in the good old days. That's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching.